So Simple Home. Today I wanted to share with you a little bit more about what materials and things that you can cut with your Cricut Maker. If you're not familiar with the Cricut Maker, this is the newest machine by Cricut, and it provides you with all sorts of amazing opportunities to cut tons of materials that other cutting machines don't offer. So first things first, if you're going to cut with your Cricut, you need to have specific cutting mats. So let me show you the 4 mats that are available for cutting. You've got your blue mat, which is your light grip mat. And the blue mat's for cutting materials like copy paper, really thin scrapbook paper, materials like that that are lighter weight, that you don't need as much stick for, that if you're using a different mat, they'll stick to and rip. So the lightweight mat is essential for cutting some of those types of projects. The green mat, or the standard grip mat, is used for the majority of the projects that you would typically use a cutting machine for. So regular scrapbook paper, vinyls, heat transfer or iron-on vinyls, those kinds of things are going to be used with your standard grip mat. Okay, then you have your heavy grip mat. This is your purple mat, and this is used for a lot of the newer materials that the Cricut Maker uses. So if you're going to cut out leather or wood or chipboard, you're going to need the purple mat. So if you're planning to use the knife blade at all, make sure you have a purple mat. And lastly, we have the pink mat, and the pink mat is what's used for fabric or crepe paper. It has a different type of adhesive to it, so it ensures the stick of the fabric but doesn't come off on the fabric. So this is great for all types of fabric. I've used it for cottons, for satins, for silks. I've used it for denim. I've used it for flannel and fleece and felt. So the pink mat is essential if you plan to use it for fabric at all, especially like me, if you enjoy sewing and making a lot of sewing projects. You'll need the pink mat. So let me share with you just a few of the materials that are available for you, even some maybe that Cricut doesn't have available, but that you can use to cut out your Cricut mat. So first off, we have all our vinyls. So we have our permanent vinyl, we have our removable vinyl, which both of these products you can get through Cricut or you can get through tons of different sellers around the internet. Iron-on vinyl, I use a ton of iron-on vinyl. It's great for customizing home sewn projects. And then there's glitter vinyl, and I love glitter vinyl. I think all things should have glitter vinyl. So you have lots of different vinyl choices that way. Okay, let's talk about some of the other materials. You have your traditional, like your scrapbook paper. This is just some scrapbook paper I grabbed at Michael's. This is a lighter weight paper, so I would use my light grip mat on this, or else it's going to tear in the process. Okay, some other, you can cut sticker paper or tattoo paper using your Cricut Maker, which is kind of a unique way to customize party decorations or favors, or to create cute little labels or tags to go on gifts that you give or create for other people. You can cut glitter papers or shimmer papers on your Cricut Maker. These are heavier, and you're going to use your standard grip mat. Sometimes, depending on the weight of them, you might use your purple mat as well. Okay, and then you have other specialty papers like corrugated paper, which, if you can see it, has ridges, which is pretty cool. Or craft paper, if you're using, if you do a lot of party favors, you make boxes, things like that. This is a much sturdier paper than you would use like cardstock for. All right, and then we have chipboard, and Cricut has a chipboard. It's an 11, I think it's 11 by 11. Yeah, it's an 11 by 11. And if you've never used chipboard before, put this over here. It's a heavier, thicker, kind of like pressed paper altogether. Okay, so this is a cute little shamrock that I made. You use your knife blade to cut this out. It cuts out so smoothly and pretty. This was for a little St. Patrick's Day project that I had done. So this is just one of the leftovers. So chipboard is a great material. You can also use balsa wood or basswood if you're into wood crafting. So those are things that you would use or can cut out with your Cricut Maker and your knife blade using your purple mat. Okay, a few others. There's faux leather. So if you're interested in doing leather crafts, faux leather is a great investment. It's less expensive. It comes out beautifully. I've made a lot of earrings and keychains using this. And then you have your genuine leathers. Cricut has genuine leathers that you can purchase. This one's kind of a tan color, brownish tan. And this one is like a rose gold kind of color. So you can purchase those, or you can go to the thrift store, find an old leather purse, bag, vest, and you can create beautiful creations using leather. And then my favorite is fabric. Cricut has fabrics available. These are small packs. They're just like 5 different fabrics. There's another one that you can get a set, and you can do some simple sewing projects or gifts using. I guess I can put that over here. But you can use your own fabric. I cut out stars in our introduction video using just a cotton fabric I've had. You can use satin, silks, leathers, denim is something recently that I cut out a few times. So you can cut out, you can do terry cloth. It's a little messier, but you can't do terry cloth. Just know that your mat's gonna get messy if you're cutting out different fabrics. Cricut also has a fusible fabric. So if you don't want to make your own fusible fabric, you can cut a fusible fabric out. There's so many different materials that you can cut using your Cricut Maker and your different Cricut mats. So check out our blog post. It has an entire list of all the different materials that you can cut, along with a post about the different mats and what to cut with each mat. So I hope that helps. I hope that inspires you maybe to try a new material, and let me know what you're going to make coming up with your Cricut Maker.